Well, man, how old are you?
11.
3 kids ages 8, 11, and 12 under arrest. They're accused of stealing a car and taking a joyride, allegedly learning how to do this from the internet. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Damon Maloney.
And I'm Tracy Carlos. Katie Houston is off tonight. These kids allegedly took police on a pursuit before the 11-year-old driver crashed right into a house. News 5's Nadine Abasada has the details and more body camera video that shows how it all unfolded.
You in the gray, show me your hands. Just lay on the ground. Just lay on the ground.
You got my mom.
What ended with 3 kids, the oldest, age of 12, all in handcuffs,
I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
started with a stolen car.
It's my first time in a car.
Well, I could tell by the way that you drove. You suck at driving.
Our officers received a hit from our license plate readers, Fox Safety, that there was a stolen vehicle on Harvard at East 54th Street.
Newburgh Heights Police Chief John Majoy says it was Saturday when officers tried to stop that white Kia sedan, but the driver drove off.
They may have attempted to make a left-hand turn onto a side street and they lost control of the car and the car struck a house.
After the crash, the chief says all 3 children ran from the scene.
2 went one way, 1 went the other way.
Not long after, 2 were caught.
This is why we got to get on these parents. 3 kids say, you know what, we're going to steal a car. And they go joyriding. They steal a car, go joyriding, and they get arrested. But then they crash the car first, and then they run, and they get caught, and they're crunched up in this corner, and then they start crying. Where's the damn parents? Where's the mama? Guaranteed single-family household. Daddy nowhere near to be found. Nowhere near to be found. Single mom, whether it's mom or all 3 or multiple moms, ain't no daddy in this household. Ain't no daddy in this household. Ain't no kids with a right mind that has their father gonna do some dumb shit like this. This is why we got to start holding our parents accountable. This is why I say if the kids go to jail, take the parents to jail too, because the parenting ain't happening in that house. These kids is 8, 11, and 12 stealing cars and then running from the police. You not even like, you didn't hit the car and said, bro, I'm so scared. I'm going to just stay in the car. You run from the police, got guns drawn, and then you start to see that they really babies. They start to cry. Can you call my mama? So just by him saying that means ain't no daddy in the house. Can you call my mama? It's my first time hopping in the car. You shouldn't even be hopping in the car at all, sir. You're 8, 11, or 12. This is why we got to start hopping on our parents' heads, bro. If you don't want no kids, don't have them. Look at these kids crunched up in the corner, scared. Where you gonna go? It's different when a gun is drawn out. Please don't shoot me. I'm scared. That's the problem we have with our youth, especially in our communities. We ain't got no men. There's not enough men installing discipline in these kids. There's no doubt in my mind that there is not a father in these households. Because the first thing the kid said was, can you call my mama? They at home. Mama probably working. Spring break. It's Christmas break. They there by themselves. They hanging out. Let's go steal the car. That's the problem with the youth. That's the problem. It's because we got mothers raising these young men by themselves. So what happens is when you got a single mom raising a kid, this is what happens. Very rarely they make it out. They make it out, but the other options happen too. They get killed. They in jail. Or they turn gay. These are the ways that, other than making it, they get killed, they get dead, or they get in jail, or they turn gay. It's because the mama's in the home. There's no father. There's nobody in there that's saying, hey, be like this, go work. Let's do this. Let's do this. They in there doing nothing. Idle hands, idle minds. It's a bad recipe, especially for young kids. No after school program because you can't afford it because you don't Section 8. You working job to job, just trying to make ends meet. Either the father left or you don't want him around because if you do want him around, you're gonna get your Section 8 taken away and your food stamps. It's the same old story, just a different city, a different state. All you single mothers is doing is raising criminals because you can't be there. You can't teach a man how to be a man. This is what happens.
I'm sorry.
I have 2 in the backyard right now.
Just a minute later,
Get on the ground.
the third caught as well.
Stand by. I got all 3 now.
12 years old. Stealing cars? What the hell's wrong with you?
Their ages, 11 years old, that's the driver, his brother, 8 years old, and the third passenger, 12.
How were they able to do this?
So they told the officers that they watched a YouTube video, and so just out of morbid curiosity, I went onto YouTube myself and I researched how to steal a car, and was surprised.
No one was injured. All 3 children were taken into custody, and their parents called.
We're not going to jail right now. You're going to be detained, okay? Just keep out the front.
The chief says the 8-year-old was quite worried about getting coal for Christmas.
It tugs your heartstrings a little bit.
The ages of these suspects and the crime they face makes this case difficult for police.
I'm not condoning any one of those things, but it's also equally very saddening to see this happening. I mean, they should be playing ball, having a snowball fight, riding bikes, doing what kids do. They shouldn't be stealing cars.
The chief reminds parents to pay attention to what your kids do online.
We also need to protect them from themselves. And if they're watching videos on how to commit crimes, that's a problem.
Reporting in Newburgh Heights, Nadine Abusada, News 5.
Pay attention to your kids, but how you gonna pay attention to your kids when you broke? How you gonna pay attention to your kids when you ain't got no father in the house? When you don't have that nuclear home? How you gonna pay attention to your kids when you forced to work so you gotta leave the kids at the home by themselves? You can't. This is what happens. You can't be broke and have kids these days. There's no after school program that's free. There's no things that they can go to like the Boys and Girls Club like I did that would be so cheap per month. At least I can go there and have some structure and be around people and play games and not worry about how to steal cars. I don't mind. Especially for kids, it's bad. But a lot of you parents put these kids in these situations because you having these kids out of wedlock. You having these kids with people that don't want to have kids in general. You having these kids, women, to try to trap a man, but he leave anyway. That's the problem. So they sitting at home, 8, 11, and 12, doing nothing. So you know what? How we steal a car? I'm curious. Okay, let's now go ahead and do it. The kids don't fear you if they really feel like it's okay for them to go steal a car. They don't fear you. Y'all got to put the living God of fear in y'all kids when you're raising them to let them know that I can be crazy too. I'm not saying you got to be like that all the time, but they got to experience your crazy. My kids would never, ever do this. Because they've experienced my crazy and they experienced my wife's crazy. But a lot of y'all women out here are having these babies, then you leaving them because you got to go to work or you want to be in the streets. And you leaving them at home and they got to force to grow up on their own and then they're going to gravitate to the things that are bad. Just natural. 8, 11, and 12 stealing cars. Come on. This is the society that we live in, and I hate to see that it's us. Because we the ones that have the most single-family homes. We don't have the nuclear homes. We don't have nobody watching and say, what you got on that computer? Let me see that computer real quick. Why you even got a computer? What are you studying? You ain't studying nothing? You watching YouTube? Nah, get off of that. Do something else. Learn something. That's the problem that we have. Single moms is what's killing the community. Hate to say it. You need that man. You need that structure. No matter what y'all say on social media, you need a man, especially for these kids. Because if you don't, this is what happens. 8, 11, and 12 in jail for stealing a car. And they're running for police too. They don't have the respect to say, okay, the police called me, I'm going to just stop. I'm just going to stop. They like, I'm going to run. You're raising baby criminals. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. All the new videos, Go Get Her, Patreon coming soon, Daily Show coming soon. Man, look, man, don't have kids if you can't afford them. Don't have kids if you can't teach them right. That's really what it is. I'm out.